All right, here we go. How is everybody doing tonight? Get myself all set up here. Let's see here. There we are. Oh, that's funny. Simply Olivia. What the heck? Oh, I saw. That's funny. Okay, let's see. I did the Hidden Valley Homestead on her account. That's kind of weird. Two watching. All right. You guys that are watching, make it. Who are you? Leave a comment. Michael Holland, hey there. What's up, buddy? I got two people watching. I have discovered that there are people that watch and never say anything. Who are you? Michael, I know you're there. How you doing, buddy? There's one other person out there. Oh, one watching. They left. Okay. I guess I must have made him mad. How you doing, Michael? We are leaving Saturday. Let's see. I need to sign this out here. There we go. Sign out. And then sign in again. Scotty P. Hello. Oh, man. Don't ask this again. This is ridiculous. Oh, my goodness. What a pain in the neck. Check my device. Hey, Laid Back Living. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. I tried to sign in under my own account. That was really weird. Maybe because I tried to sign in twice. That's weird. Signed out. Syncing is paused. That's really weird. I'm trying to sign in into my own account under Scott. Oh, here we go. That's why. Okay, signing back in as Hidden Valley Homestead. I like to watch. I like to have two screens going. That way, I can watch. I can watch the comments in real time. So, oh, good grief, that's totally wrong. I have it under my own name. That's really weird. Okay, let's try this again. Well, anyway, okay. Now it's going to want two-step verification. Good grief. All right, well, I'm already signed in over here on this other one. So, Deer Park Farm said, "Hey, how you guys doing tonight? Thanks for popping in tonight. Fantastic. We got a good little crew coming tonight. I didn't advertise this coming in tonight. I was a little bit late. I usually go about 6 o'clock on Sundays and try and give everybody kind of a little bit of an update. So, stay tuned, guys. We've got some fun stuff coming up. We're leaving this Saturday for our trip to Idaho, and we're gonna be up there for 2 weeks. So I can't wait. We're gonna be putting in floors and a kitchen and a stove, a great big stove for Olivia. We're putting in basically her dream kitchen. So this is gonna be the first of 3 trips, and the third trip we're moving. So there's the update. 3 months, less than 3 months to go, guys. It's fantastic. And man, oh man, when you're working a full-time job, it's really, really hard to. Hey, thanks. Yeah, you too. Thanks for popping in. It's so hard to work a full-time job and then try and pack up and fix things and make things happen. I had to do a big modification on my dump trailer. Stay tuned for that video. That's going to be a fun one. And then I packed it all up full of wood floors and cabinets, and ready to assemble cabinets and stove and tools, and it's going to be a crazy trip. We're leaving Saturday morning super early. So, yeah, we're stoked, man. We can't wait to get the heck out of California. I'm just so tired of this place, man. Idaho, there's no – how many states out there have lifted their mask mandates? Here in California, the sheep are still, mooing around. It's just horrible. Going to Sam's Club, and I was – I want to say mask shame today, but this lady was, I was trying to help this handicapped guy, and I had my mask on in Lowe's, and this lady she was right next to me. She had her mask on, and I was like maybe 3 feet from her, and she was like, "You're getting a little close there, buddy." And I'm like, I got my mask on. Come on. I'm so tired of it. So tired of California. But anyway, Idaho, here we come. It's going to be fun. So we're leaving Saturday morning, and we might try and live stream while we're up there. But we're gonna be so busy. We're gonna be putting in some hardwood floors and then a kitchen, because the log cabin that we have is all it has is a stove, and it has basically has a countertop with a frame and a shelf on it and a sink. I mean, it's totally rustic, like cabin style, but we're putting in some nice cabinets for Olivia, and so we can have a kitchen. So we're doing that. Once that's done, then the inside is completely livable for her, and put the new floors in. And then after that, we're going to come back and basically start packing stuff up. And then the middle of June, when she's done with school, she's done like the 7th of June. We're going to be going up there to fix the road. And that's, so any of you guys have watched that video where I did the dozer video I just put out. That was actually, I'm a little behind in doing videos, but that was some footage that I had taken a while back, and it just got really mucky and stuff. And so we couldn't fix the road. So we're going to be coming up there in about 2.5 months or so and fixing the road. So, oh, you're on the east side of Washington. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What a warm winter we've been having up there, right, guys? I mean, it's just crazy. So it's supposed to be real. It's melting off. We're supposed to have rain up there. It's supposed to be in the mid 40s all week. Snow mixed with rain. So it's going to be, should be pretty well dried out by the time we get up there in June. So once I get that road, put the rock on it, because right now it's just a big 4x4 trail. So it's going to be an adventure getting in there. I'm going to film it. There's about a foot of snow on the road, and it's a 4x4. It's a fire road basically, and it's all dirt, no rock or anything on it. So there's big mud puddles and stuff. Hey Butch, how you doing, brother? Thanks for popping in. So we're gonna film that, and it's gonna be an adventure because we're gonna get there kind of late on Sunday, and I've got about 8,000 pounds in that trailer, and the trailer weighs about 5, so I've got 13,000 pounds. Now I had the dozer, but I didn't take the dozer up in the trailer up the road. We actually just took the dozer off, and you guys, that last video, I was dumb. I didn't. I accidentally filmed. I had the wrong angle and got my neighbor in there, and I don't film my neighbors. I just don't. I try and be real respectful and all that stuff. So I couldn't put the part in there where I actually got the dozer down off the trailer and stuff. But we took the dozer off and then drove the dozer all the way up to the house, about a half a mile up to the house, and then I took the truck up with the trailer, and it was empty. So I didn't have any weight except for the trailer behind the truck. So it'll be interesting this time to go up. So it's snow and rain. Yeah, I've been following the weather. I got WeatherBug or the Weather Underground app on my phone, and I've been watching the weather up there. It's rain mixed with snow up there in North Idaho too. So I'm in close contact with all my friends. Jeremy from Living the Dream Homestead, we're in close contact all the time, and we're talking and stuff. So there's Alan. Hey, I've been trying to call you, Alan. I got some great news for you. So I've been working on my truck, and I got the trailer all packed and all that good stuff. I give you guys a nice little view of Olivia's craft room here. This is, yeah.
Oh, you were giving them to me. I'm like,
well, I was thinking about it.
pajamas.
Yeah, she's in her pajamas, but in her jammies. So got the trailer all packed. I got it all lashed down and tarped off, and I've got that thing is packed to the gills. And you gonna say hello? We got Butch in here. Alan's in there.
Hi, everyone.
Michael Hall and Laid Back Living. So there she is. There's my better half. And so I was working on the truck today. I had a bunch of little odds and ends to do, and I thought my winch stopped working. And I have a 10,000 pound XRC. No, not XRC. That's the Harbor Freight one. The Smittybilt. Yeah, XRC. Smittybilt's winch. 10,000 pound winch on my F350. So. Oh, you do? That's awesome. Yes. Yeah, we've become really good friends and love them. Hi, Kathy. Oh, Kathy said hi, Olivia. She must have seen there's a little bit of delay there.
Hi,
Just giving everybody a quick update here, Kathy. What's going on? We're leaving for 2 weeks in this Saturday. So anyway, I had to get that winch going, make sure I had that thing was working. I thought that maybe the contacts in the control box were off or something. And So I went, but I have to drop the bumper. The bumper I did that move bumper. If anybody saw that video that I did where I welded up my own bumper, you put the winch inside the bumper, then you have to put the whole bumper on. That thing is heavy. And I was dreading having to take the whole thing off just to get to the winch to see what was wrong with it. Well, great news, Alan. What I was calling you about earlier today. Excuse me. Hold that thought. So I put the remote in, and the way Smittybilt does their remotes, you have to stick it in and you have to turn it to lock it in place. And when I had tried it a month ago, I didn't turn it. I forgot I have to turn the plug. So I had my tester out, and I'm like, I got power to it. What's up? There's power to that. So, but I don't see any power to the winch or anything. So I stuck the remote in, and I turned it, and all of a sudden it started working. Duh. Anyway, the Warn winch that I had before didn't work that way. You just plugged it in, made sure you had a good contact, and you just went for it. You didn't have to twist it or anything. But anyway, so good to go. So I just got a few little things, little odds and ends to do to the truck. We're going to have the tranny checked out, and I'm going to put a new tuner on there and stuff. Anybody that saw that last video with the dozer, 17,000 pounds, and that F-350 pulled it all the way to Idaho, 1,300 miles up and over at least 4 mountain passes and didn't overheat. It was fantastic. And I know Chad from 9 to 5 to Life. He's probably not on here. He's not going to get the notification for a while, but he's got that Cummins, that Dodge Cummins, and he thinks the Dodge Cummins is the best truck out there ever, the diesel. If we could have the Dodge Cummins, if we'd have the Cummins engine in a Ford, I think that'd be the best of both worlds. But I got that Power Stroke, and it's Jeremy Lawson. What's happening, brother? Good to see you, man. We are leaving this Saturday, Jeremy, for Idaho for 2 weeks, and we'll be back for about 2 months, and then it's on move time. So WD Glock and Roll, how you doing? You know what? I did not even keep track of the. That's a great question. I did not even keep track of the mileage on that thing. I take that back. I think I was getting about 13 miles a gallon pulling 17,000 pounds, if you can believe that. It was crazy. So I'm going to definitely do that this time. The last time, my eyes were glued on the temperature gauge. I have the exhaust temperature, the coolant temperature, and the oil temperature. I wasn't even paying attention to my mileage at all. I was so worried about that thing overheating because I had done so much work to that truck. And stay tuned because I did the whole bulletproof thing and everything, and it did great. So I don't even know what the mileage was on it, but it was actually pretty good. I made it quite a ways. I wasn't filling up every fuel stop. So I will that's a great question. Thanks for asking that. I'm going to definitely keep track of that this time. So yeah, we need to get together, Jeremy, for sure before we leave. Idaho is ready. It's fantastic. Hi, Heather. How the heck are you? There's another North Idaho peep. I love it. We're not gonna make the meetup on Saturday because we're leaving this Saturday. Now you guys are gonna have that meetup with the Johnsons, and I'm really bummed because I really want to be there for that meeting. So I'm really, really jealous. But Julie said that she was gonna get me the notes for that meeting. So any of you guys that don't know, Jeremy Jackson, my buddy up there, Living the Dream Homestead, and I started doing these an annual YouTube meetup for all the North Idaho and East Washington and whoever else wanted to come. Butch from Sand Hollow Homestead, he came up all the way from South Idaho to come to our first meetup, and so we've been doing that meetup, and we met this wonderful family called Martin Johnson. You guys probably know who Martin Johnson Off Grid is, and they are fantastic people. And they started doing a monthly YouTube meet and just giving people hints and stuff because they have a really big channel. They have like 230 or 250,000 subscribers. They're fantastic. And so they started doing a kind of an every once a Saturday thing. So they're having the next one is this coming Saturday, but we're not leaving until Saturday. So anyway, yes, sir, it is an F-350 and it is the 6.0. And let's see. Oh, that's okay. You know what? That's okay. This will be the last one we don't. Well, let's see. March. We won't make April's. We won't make May's. We may not make June. So we'll miss the next 3 potentially. but June is when we're moving. So full time, Heather. After that, we're there, and you'll probably get sick of us and not want to see us anymore because we'll be around so much. So yes, it is this coming weekend. We are leaving Saturday morning. So that's why I was doing a quick live tonight, just to give you guys kind of a little quick update here. So, oh, Kathy, thank you. You're awesome. Hey, why aren't you? Oh, duh. That's why I'm looking at the StreamYard. I'm thinking Kathy's not a mod. What's up with that? I forget. I'm looking at StreamYard and it doesn't have everybody highlighted. So, and I couldn't sign into my own YouTube for some dumb reason. It was wanting 2-step verification to sign back in. So, anyway, you don't see that happening. You want to make that meetup. Got to change your oil in your truck. Right on. Fantastic. So yeah, that 6.0. I'll tell you guys a quick story again. If you guys haven't heard that story before, we had a 7.3 excursion. Loved it. And we had the kids. Olivia was taking her. All the kids and all their friends everywhere all the time, constantly. Just the Palmer fun bus, right? Well, kids got to college, and we didn't need it anymore, so we got rid of it and got her an Explorer all-wheel drive with heated seats and stuff, which is going to be perfect for Idaho. Keep my wifey warm. And so I had always wanted to get a diesel crew cab, and so I was looking for 7.3s, the 7.3 liter engine diesel. Couldn't find them out there with less than 180,000, 200,000 miles or more. And so I have a friend that has 2 6.0s, and I swore I would never buy a 6.0. One of my best friends lemon lawed one years ago because there were so many problems with it. They had that class action lawsuit, yada, yada, yada. I swear I'd never get a 6.0, but then started doing my research. And there's that one YouTube channel called powerstrokehelp.com. He's over there in Georgia, and he says if you do X, Y, and Z and you bulletproof it, it's a great engine. If you just fix the problems that Ford had with that North Star engine, you fix those problems, it's a great engine. One of the most powerful engines ever. It doesn't have, there's no no fluid that you got to put in. And it's a screamer if you do all that stuff to fix it. Keep it from overheating, you're good to go. So I found one with, I think it was just barely at 150,000 miles. The guy was only asking 11.5 for it. And I think they knew that they had already blown the heads and it was time for a new head job. So I picked that sucker up, white. You guys have probably seen it in a couple of my videos. And I went ahead and put the money into it because a brand new F350 diesel 4x4 is stinking $80,000. And I don't have $80,000, and I don't want a $700-800 a month truck payment. It's just ridiculous. So I love buying old stuff and fixing stuff up if I know what I'm doing. And so I took it to a mechanic. I probably put in, long story short, probably about, I think total I have about 30 into it with the purchase of the truck. So I probably put in 19. I think I put in about 25. So I got about 36 into it all in all. So I think I put in about 25. I ended up paying twice to this one shop that I thought they were doing a good job. It was the shop that we took the excursion to, and they switched new owners and yada, yada, yada. The new owners, I think, were really kind of screwing me on the whole deal. And then they tried to rip me off and say that my transfer case was bad. And I'm like, no, no, no. I paid you guys good money. That doesn't make sense. I went and got a second opinion, found out they were lying to me about it. So I have changed mechanics, and these new guys are great. They're good, straight up honest guys. So they're gonna put a new tuner in it for me, and they did a drive line and some U-joint repairs and some other stuff, and they've done a fantastic job. So that's the story on the 6.0. My friend has one because it's registered in Idaho. I registered it last year. I did a cat delete because that's legal. You could do that in Idaho. So there's no cat in that thing, and that thing runs like a champ. It's got the oil cooler. I did the bulletproof oil cooler, the bulletproof EGR cooler, bulletproof turbo. It's got the ARB head studs. It's got the Sinister coolant filter. So I've done a bunch of work to this thing, and it's a fun truck. It really is fun. So I'm really kind of glad it. So, hey, SOP, how you doing, Dave? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, Deer Park. I know. I've just finished having them seal up the front timing chain cover, and then the last shop didn't seal it right, and so it was leaking, and then the oil pan was leaking. They had 4 bolts loose, and that was because of the shop, not because of the truck. So oil leaks are gone. The engine runs great. So I'm gonna have the tranny checked out real quick before I leave, and then I'm putting a new tuner in, because the Edge tuner that I have in there, I had it on tow mode all the way up. Man, it barely felt that 17,000. I was doing. If you guys watched the video, the last video I put out last week, I towed that dozer up to Idaho, and I was climbing the Blues Mountains over there in northeast Oregon. No problem. I was doing 65 miles an hour through the Blue Mountain Pass over there with that dozer. 17,000 pounds. I have a gooseneck trailer. So anyway, let's see here. You're moved. Fantastic, Dave. Awesome. Hope you're in a better place. Yeah, exactly, Kathy. Exactly. I have a friend of mine who sold his house a couple of years ago. One of the other crane operators I worked with. He sold his house and moved to Elko, Nevada, and made a bunch of money on his house. And he went and bought a dually, diesel 4x4 Ford truck, crew cab, long bed, and he paid 80 grand cash 2 years ago. It's just brand new. It was just crazy. So anyway, hi Matt Massengale, thanks for popping in tonight. We have a new person in the chat tonight. Thanks for coming in. So K&H, thanks for popping in, brother. Right on. That's one of my new favorite channels, guys. If you guys haven't subscribed to K&H Tractors, he's got a great channel. A lot of farming, a lot of tractors, all kinds of good stuff. We've had some good conversations already. You had the 6.0, now you had the F-250, the 6.7, but you love your old Dodge Cummins. Yeah, well, I'm hoping that Chad from 9 to 5 to Life doesn't come in, because he'll want to be your best friend. He thinks that Cummins are the best thing since sliced bread. The only problem is they just don't have the power that the Power Strokes have. So you had the F-250 with a 6.7, and you're liking it. So you have to put the DEF fluid in it, right? That 6.0. So on your 6.0 K&H, did you? I think your name's you're Tom. I'm so bad with names. Kathy can tell you that when I first started doing live streams a couple years ago, I had to have a list and write people's channel names down with their names, because I was getting people mixed up. It was horrible. Yeah, you know what? Deer Park, it was, like I said, I have my friend of mine that has 2 of them. His wife and him both have one. He actually hasn't done the bulletproof oil cooler. It's an external oil cooler, so that they're not putting the coolant next to the oil anymore. On the Ford stock oil cooler runs coolant next to it, and the coolant's supposed to help cool down the oil. Well, the bulletproof one bypasses that and separates them, because the whole problem is cooking that coolant. And so you got to keep the oil cool somehow, because those things run so hot. And so they have an external radiator for the oil cooler. And the only downside to doing that is if you're sitting in traffic, or you're not moving very fast and have a lot of air blowing coming across that thing, then you can still get hot, and you can overheat, which happened to me. And what the new mechanic told me was, well, we need to put the mechanical fan in and get rid of the electric fan, because the electric fan doesn't come on soon enough. So you're sitting in traffic, and you'll sit there, and by the time the electric fan kicks on, you're overheating. So I'm like, well, gee, tell me any of that crap, man. Oh man, I swear, I'm really, really trying to hold back from not writing those guys a really bad Yelp review, but I just want to kind of move on. You know what I mean? Put that mechanical fan on there, drove up to Idaho and back, no problem. That thing stayed cool, and it never got past. When I was climbing the grade, the hottest it got was 208, my oil. So you guys that have had the 6.0, or any of you guys with the diesels, 208 degrees, that's just a nice warm working temperature, right? So yeah, when you get to 235 is when the red flashing light comes on and says you need to stop and pull over. It never got past 208 the whole time up there. And that was climbing the grade. Most of the time it was like 185 to 195 on my oil, and my water never went above 200 degrees. So yeah, guys, you have to spend some money to do it. Just the oil cooler alone from Bulletproof diesel is $2,500. Oh, K&H. You have the F3 7.3. Don't ever get rid of it, Heather. You maintain that 7.3 and you hang on to that bad boy, because those things are golden. Hey, Christy, my sister's in the house. Fantastic. You need to get yours bulletproofed. Well, the 7.3, Ben, that's right. Thank you, K&H. Thank you, Ben. Fantastic. You don't need to get yours bulletproof, I don't think. But if you want to put some of those awesome bulletproof parts on there, you can definitely improve that 7.3 and get some more power out of it and keep it cool. But if you've got some, if it's in good shape, I would hang on to that 7.3. So, oh, that's right, Butch. You said you had the F364. Oh, that's right. You said that you said that a while ago, Butch, that you had that older 6.4. That's the one that has the double turbo, right? Hi, Julie. Thanks for popping in. I haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, she's got a beast of a truck. That was the one I was looking for. Spencer, how you doing, brother? Oh my gosh. I did not know that. Laugh out loud for sure. You've been a diesel mechanic for 30 years. So did you hear my whole spiel on the 6.0? Okay, guys, here you go. Here's the guy right here that knows what he's talking about. If you guys don't know who Spencer Langston is, he is a brother from another mother. He is going to be hooking me up with hydroelectric. I may have to be talking to him about solar panels, but he does all the off-grid renewable energy stuff, and he is a fantastic source for all of your power needs. So all of you guys that are off-grid, definitely you need to subscribe to Spencer Langston's YouTube channel. You can email him, look at his website. Great stuff. Yeah, that's what my mechanic friend told me, was the 6.0 was a great engine as long as you have to work, and as long as you do the stuff to it. So did you hear all the stuff I did to mine, Spencer? I can give you a quick rundown if you want. So yeah. Well, I think I have about 36,000 into my truck total, but I know that it was done right. I know the work that was done to it. It's got brand new heads on the top, new injectors, new glow plugs. It's all been resealed. It's all been rebuilt. And that was all included in the 11.5 for the truck, and plus all the work I did to it. Plus that includes all the parts. So 36,000, and I got a great running truck. The rest of the truck is in great shape. It's a long bed, did a spray on bed liner, and it had a gooseneck built into it. It's one of those flush mount ones. And the trailer I bought, it was crazy. The thing has a 4-inch lift on it, just with some blocks, right? I backed up the truck right underneath the gooseneck trailer, lowered the gooseneck trailer down onto it. When I went to buy it, it was perfectly level. It was as if that trailer had been made for my truck. I could not believe it. I about passed out. I was so happy. So I've got the gooseneck trailer. It's awesome. Yeah, no, for sure. I have the tuner, Alan. So I had the Edge tuner. Give you guys a little more of an update on it. The Edge tuner supposedly has a reputation for getting corrupted over the years, or kind of messing with your tranny. So I have it at the tranny shop, just making sure that they double check everything on that tranny, make sure it's good to go. Last time they said it was in good shape, that all the pressures were right and everything. So I'm having them double check it, and then I'm putting a new SCT tuner in there. So then we should be good to go. But yeah, my friend's got 2 of the 6.0s, and he did the EGR cooler. He did the tuner. He did the ARB head studs. He did he did straight pipes on both of his trucks. And but he has the stock Ford oil cooler, which is amazing. He's never had any problems with it, but he hasn't done any towing either. But he says he runs that thing, on extreme tune all the time and just has fun with it, and he does that. So yeah, you know what? The fifth wheel, I've always wanted to have a gooseneck trailer, fifth wheel trailer. And I scored Deer Park. If you get a chance, you can just go back on my video list, and I scored a dump trailer, an 18-foot 3-axle dump trailer that I'm going to be using to pour rock on our place. It's just, you could just eyeball it, just so you see what it looks. You don't have to watch the whole video. If you do, that's great, but you don't have to. But you can see that dump tray that I've got on there, and that thing pulls like a dream. Compared to a bumper pull, man, oh man, fifth wheels are awesome. So anyway, so Oh, I got you, Alan. Right on. Yeah. Oh, Heather. Yeah, Heather from Cause We Can Farms. Alan was telling you to get a tuner for your 7.3. That'll really help monitor your temps and stuff like that. So, yeah, mine because you have the little temperature gauge, the little gauges on the front, the instrument cluster up there, but they don't tell you exactly what the temperatures are. Where the tuner will tell you exactly what temperatures you're running. So, anyway, we're good to go. It's going to be fun. I can't wait to go up there. So Livia's going, guys. She's going with me on this trip. So she's a little nervous because we're supposed to get rain mixed with snow all week here in Southern California and all the way up there. So I might have to chain up. Who knows? We'll have to see. But it's going to be an adventure for sure. So, Julie, great question. Kathy, you are awesome. Thank you, Kathy. Goodness gracious. I'm hoping to. I already have a dozer, so I already have people requesting work for me with my dozer. I haven't even got up there yet. There are other YouTubers, but that's okay. If I get the name out there, put some videos out saying, hey, look what I'm doing. So, anyway, you know what, Heather, we'll get together and we'll talk about a diesel mechanic up there. I found a diesel mechanic in Old Town. The name of the place is Shotgun Diesel. So I'll have to talk to you about that place. I don't know of any other good mechanics up there. So I need to find one. I don't know anything about Shotgun Diesel, so I don't know if you know something or if anybody knows, but anybody that's up there, if you know of a good diesel mechanic, reputable, that does good work and can work on the 6.0s, whatnot, let me know because I'll be looking for that. So, you know what, Ben, you are absolutely right. I would love to have a Kubota tractor up there. Watching you run around on yours, I love it. That was my original plan. I was actually in the market for a 40 horsepower, an L44 Kubota with a I wanted the Grand Series, so it has the hydraulic hitch in the back with a land plane. That's how I was going to fix my road, is one of those with a box blade on the back. And then I wanted the one with the extra hydraulics in the front so I could get a grapple and all that stuff. I mean, that was my whole plan. And then I started really talking to a couple guys. There's a guy up there, Essential Mountain Homesteading. If you guys know Josh Pilch, he's a big YouTube channel up there as well. We got to be friends. And he's in the land development business. He has a bunch of construction machinery. And he said, if you're really going to do this right, he said, you really need to get a skid steer because they're a lot faster. They're easier to work with. They get into smaller areas. They're just as strong, if not stronger. And the implements you can get for them they're just fantastic. So that really realigned my thinking on the tractor. I definitely want to get a tractor for the property. The dozer is just way too small, and it'll tear stuff up. So as long as I train my stand up to the torque, just keep it cool. As long as you train your stand up. I guess I missed something there, Spencer. Oh, you planted onions today? Oh my gosh, I can't. Oh wow, you found Shotgun Diesel. Wow, thank you, Kathy. Yeah, that'll be interesting. So they're right there in Old Town. Thanks for putting that up there, Kathy. I haven't used him yet. I don't know. He seemed like a nice guy, so I can't wait to plant a garden, guys. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to do our greenhouse. I'm going to do a Wallapini. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me say it, but I'm going to have a macadamia nut tree, avocado tree, orange, and a lemon tree. Those are all warm weather trees that will not survive the winter in Idaho, so I'm going to have to put it in a greenhouse. So stay tuned, guys. Post Falls, Cutting Edge Customs. Okay, cool. Post Falls is a little far away, but I will definitely send me Deer Park when you get a chance. If you have my you can find my email on my on any of my videos. I'll put it in here in the comments anyway. If you would email me the name of his shop, would be great if you're willing to do that. Valley Homestead 18 at. There we go. If you would email me the name of your friend's shop, that'd be great. I'm going to be calling and talking to a lot of different people and stuff up there. So, Yeah, yes, Heather does have a nice skid steer. Okay, so back to that. I'm glad I read that comment because I was a total squirrel there. Those of you regulars. Hi, Patty. Thanks for popping in. Those of you that are regulars know that I get distracted very easily. On the skid steer thing, as I was looking at doing skid steer work and getting one of those because I want to do work for people. You know, I was going to do a great road grading and land clearing and whatnot with a Kubota tractor, but a skid steer makes way more sense. Hey, honey, will you shut the door, please, when you go back out? Oh, okay. Thank you. Awesome tea. My wifey brought me some tea. I love it. It's awfully cold in here. Is he taking? Okay. Sorry about that. Squirrel number 2. So the skid steer thing, I want to do. I have another friend of mine up there that's a crane operator. He also has a YouTube channel called North Idaho Chronicles. You guys go check that out. A new up and coming YouTube channel that's fantastic. Great family. Can't wait to spend some time with my friend Ryan. He had wanted to do some land clearing on his new property up there that he got last year. And he called one of the local guys with a skid steer with one of those forestry mulcher heads on the front. They were booked out 3 months in advance. It's insane. There's so much work up there for land clearing. It's just it's mind-boggling. So that really got me thinking. But in order to run one of those mulching heads, you need one of the bigger skid steers. So Heather's got a beautiful skid steer, but it's a little small for what I want to do. So I have to get like 2 sizes up, which means 10 times the cost probably. But so stay tuned for that, guys. I'll take you guys along on that one. And I will be going to an ASV dealership while we're up there. Stay tuned for that. Maybe I probably can't go live on that one, but I'll definitely record it. So still lots of fun stuff coming up, guys. Let me double check on our SCT is the way to go. Thank you, Spencer. I'm so glad you said that. That's what my mechanic's going to be putting in on Wednesday is an SCT. So, Spencer, what do you know about the edge tuners? Do they mess up your tranny? There's a question for you. Let's see here. It's a slow night. You haven't gotten yours. Okay, you guys are chatting back and forth. Hi, Cabin in the Woods. There is one of my favorite log cabin channels, you guys. If you guys are subscribed to our Cabin in the Woods, you've got to go check out his channel. They sold their big monster log cabin that they had been living in, and they moved to a new piece of property and built an even more beautiful, smaller one. Went from one log cabin to the next. I am so jealous of them. So our Cabin in the Woods, I give you just a quick history on me, why I loved log cabins. In high school, my dad really did all the building. I peeled a billion logs. At least it seemed like a billion logs. I have calluses to this day because of all the logs that I peeled on our property. But up in Oregon, we had a 2-story, 3-bedroom log cabin on 11 acres with, with forested land and a little trout stream on it. So I grew up with a log cabin. It was beautiful. It was handmade. It was a Scandinavian style with the V-notch on the bottom, the chinkless method, and it was absolutely gorgeous. So the bar got set really high at an early age. So, and when I'm like, well, someday I want to have my own log cabin. That would be my dream. So that's what we found up in North Idaho was a log cabin. Well, it's 5 acres of forested land next to forest land with a trout stream. So that's why I love log cabins. I think they're the best thing in the world. Let's see here. I am way behind on comments already. You had a Mini X with a breaker. Yeah, I was looking at those too, Deer Park. Looking at buying one of those. I mean, you can pick up a good used one for like 20 grand. I mean, I know that kind of came out like it was nothing. That's still a big chunk of money, but compared to a skid steer, I'm looking at, a brand new ASV or even a used one in the $60,000, $70,000 range. So if I could pick up a mini excavator for $20,000, $25,000 in good shape. Hi, Michelle. Thanks for popping in. What was whose name? Who did I say? Are you messing with me, Kathy? What did I say? What was whose name again? Shotgun Diesel? No, you already put that up there. Yeah. You guys co-own that one. Okay. So that one that you own, you said, yes. Is it too small, Heather? Do you wish you had a bigger skid steer? Let's see here. You just had your property line done with one of those guys. Oh, with the forestry mulcher. Yeah, that thing is pretty neat. Those things are amazing. They're expensive. The Fecon heads are $25,000 to $30,000 for one of those things. So, oh, North Idaho Chronicles. His name is Ryan. Ryan. I'll just give you his first name. Thank you, Michelle. I love it. Yeah, Deer Park. Okay, before I launch into, hey, what's up, Ryan? There he is. There, speak of the devil. Boy, your ears were burning, Ryan, or what? I was just talking about you. I love it. No, but you won't do the multi. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's too small. You don't have the high flow hydraulics. You have to have high flow for that. So, yeah, Ryan, I was just talking about you. Let's see here. Deer Park. Everybody's saying, okay, good. Yeah, say hi to her. If you guys aren't subscribed to Ryan, you got to go check out his channel. Please go subscribe to Ryan, North Idaho Chronicles. Great channel. And he's getting better and better. He's a natural on camera, guys. He's getting better and better. You have a high flow. You have the high flow? Yeah, but yours isn't. Is your cat a high flow, really? Were you going to get a mulcher head for yours? That's awesome. Oh my gosh, I totally missed an amazing deal right before we closed escrow on our house when we sold our house down here. And it's probably, God determines our steps, guys. He totally does. Our cabin in the woods, I have to tell you, one of these days we're going to do a video and tell people the story of how we got our house. We lost this log cabin 3 times. It took us a year to get this house, and it actually got bought out from underneath of us with a cash buyer. And we thought it was gone forever. And then 4 or 5 months later, it came back up on the market because they didn't like it. They didn't want to be there, and we ended up with the house. It's a crazy story, but we bathed it in prayer, guys. Absolutely bathed it in prayer. And God, your will be done. I'm not going to try and force this in any way, shape, or form. And looking back, that's the short version. So we got to do a video on that and just tell the story of how we got the place. And so that's why I know that God provided this place for us, because it's just a crazy story. But yeah, you can run you can run a small one. Okay, that's cool. Thank you, Kathy. He said his mulcher costs 100. Oh, okay, Ben. Which one? I'm sorry. That's Cabin in the Woods. Sorry, I'm thinking of K&H Tractor. What mulcher did he have? The actual tractor that was a dedicated mulcher? Was it that funky long kind of red thing? Because once you get to the biggest Caterpillar or the biggest ASV, 120 horsepower ASV or 100 horsepower Bobcat, those are the large frame, the largest skid steers that they make, really. Then you gotta, if you're gonna get a mulcher that's even bigger than that, what they have available for those, you have to jump up into, oh my God, I can't even remember the name of those things. But they are just a dedicated forestry machine. That's all they really do is just mulching. They do that full time. So then we're talking about 100 and, oh man, I want to start with some crazy like 60 gallons per minute high flow hydraulics, and oh my gosh, and then the head's even bigger. That thing is just a beast. I saw somebody selling one used, and I think the used one was 150,000. So yeah, I don't think so either, Ryan. I don't want to go that big. I don't think it's necessary because you can't get into the smaller, tighter areas, and you can't do small. They won't even come out to a small, 5-acre plot that somebody needs, just a 1 day's worth of work done. Right. So, it was made just for that. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I've been watching YouTube videos ad nauseum about forestry mulchers. So there's a bunch of them out there, and I think I pretty well have it narrowed down. I actually have an appointment with an ASV dealer in Spokane. I actually have to go interview for a crane job, and somebody knows what that's all about. At the same time, when I go down and interview for the crane operator's job, I'm going to go by the ASV dealership and go run one around the guy's yard, as well as stop by the Union Hall up there and see what it takes to do all that good stuff. And we're just going to make a big fun day trip out of it. So that's the plan when we get up there. Bigger trailer, bigger truck, bigger bills. Yep, exactly. And when it breaks down, way bigger bills. So that's the plan. Thank you, SOP. Thanks for Dave for popping in. God bless. Congrats on the move. Is that the guy on Trent? I don't know. I didn't even look at the name of the street. But he's the local ASV Taikuchi dealership. Anyway. Yeah. It's the one guy there in Spokane. I call him. He was real nice. Talked to him on the phone. He wanted to sell me an ASV 70, and he said he could get me the ASV 70 with a new mulcher head and a bucket for right about $100,000. So I was looking at that, going, well, that might be a great way to start. Maybe that's I just need to kind of play with the numbers and see if that's going to be the way I start. The problem is I'm just worried that I'm going to want to jump up right away into the 120 to the bigger machine. Or let's see, he was going to do the 70 or the 90. No, he was going to give me the 90. He was going to give me an ASV 90 horsepower with the mulching head on it for about $100,000, I think is what he was talking about. The 120 was going to be, plus the mulching head was going to be like $130,000. It was just a lot more money. So we'll see. We'll see if the numbers line up. So anyway. You almost bought a Mahindra. Ooh. Hey, TNS, Dogs and Dragonflies, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. You've been in there? Okay. Yeah, I'm sure it is, Ryan. That's who I'm going to go see. So going to go talk to a crane company about a job and see how that settles out. I'll let you know how that works out. So anyway, guys, that's the latest update, and so we're going to be leaving Saturday. I am going to be working on a video like crazy and trying to get 2 videos in the can to drop while we're up there. We're going to be recording. My buddy Alan here, he's in the chat. Going to be recording the floors and the cabinets that we're putting in, as well as the stove. And we're also going to record. Well, it's going to be dark when we get up there on Sunday night. So it's going to be really hard to record the adventure getting up that road because it's going to be a mucky, slushy mess. And I'm going to have to just punch it. And there's going to be mud flying and everything. And so I'm hoping that Alan doesn't have to pull me with his Range Rover or his Land Rover. He's got a Land Rover. I'm going to send him in first. He's going to, if anybody gets stuck, I want him to get stuck first. But my winch is working. Worst case scenario, I have to hike a half mile up to my house, get the dozer fired up, got to put the battery in it, get the dozer fired up and roll it down the hill, hook up to my truck and pull myself up the hill to the house. That'll be the worst case scenario. But I'm kind of thinking it's not that deep of snow. I'm just going to punch it and I'm just going to go for it. So there you go. Heather says, stop scaring you, honey.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you, Ryan, for that little tip. Now you're scaring me.
Should I be in this?
You can be in. I don't care. Yeah. You had to push off your delivery of cattle. You're getting cattle? You're gonna be a cattle rustler, Ryan? Fantastic. Thank you, Kathy. I know it's late. I came in late, so I thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate it. I love it. No, I'm good. You have a great night, and I tend to let your live streams just run. I've been so busy trying to get this stuff all ready for our trip. It's so hard to pop into live streams occasionally, but when I see them, I pop in. So I try and let yours run just to get you the watch time. So, $145 an hour for a 3-hour minimum. Oh, right. So Ben, I'm sorry, not Ben. I keep calling you Ben, Cabin in the Woods. My friend Ryan here at North Idaho Chronicles, he called the guy, and Ryan, didn't you say they had an 8-hour minimum? Because they're 3 months. They were at the time they were booked up for 3 months straight, and they were billing $175 an hour, and they're booked up 3 months. I'm like, I want that money. I want that work. I want one of those machines at $175 an hour. If you're booked up for 3 months solid, you could just about pay that machine off in 3 months' time, for crying out loud. Yeah, 8 hours. Wow. Time is money. You too. Thank you, Kathy. So that's the plan, guys. We're leaving Saturday morning. I'm probably going to leave about no later than 5 a.m. Alan, did you get that? 5 a.m.
You can just catch up to us. We're leaving.
You can catch up to us. You got that monster V8 in that thing. So, yeah. You're seeing more of them around. Yeah, because everybody's got a skid steer up there, and they went and bought a head for it. They wanted some of the action. So that's going to bring the price down a little bit. Well, at least maybe there's only be a 1 month waiting list, but hey, if they're still booked up a month or two in advance, that's still good work. Good stuff. I can't wait to get up there. Saturday morning we'll leave early, and we'll go as long as we possibly can, and as long as the truck's running good and everything, and we'll be up there first thing. So we're going to be working our butts off for that first 5 days. Good night, Patty. Thank you for popping in. We're going to be just swamped the first 5 days. We've got to unload stuff and start putting floors in. We've got to put a subfloor in and then start doing cabinets and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to do anything that first week, but that following week we should be finishing stuff up, and I'll have time to go run around and do stuff. So that's what I'm planning on, catching up with North Idaho Chronicles. We're going to go out and do some dinner or something. Heck, maybe we'll just have you guys over to our place. Can your 4x4 make it up to our place, Ryan? Can do you have a 4x4 that works? Just kidding. I passed up a fantastic deal. There was a lady that was selling a 259 Cat with barely 200 hours on it. Her grandpa had bought it, and he bought a mulching head, a grapple, a bucket, forks, and a snow plow or a snow blower. And she was selling all of it for $70,000. It was $130,000 to $140,000 worth of stuff, and I missed it by 2 days. I was so bummed. But like I said, God determines our steps, right? There's a reason why I didn't have that money from our house sale in my pocket when that ad popped up, because I'd have gone up there and bought it. I'd have jumped on a plane and handed her $70,000. Don't even start. You're driving a Ford too, Ryan. Hey, Fishes and Loaves. Thanks for popping in. Long time no see. Yes, it is really real. It's so yeah, I've been talking about moving for about the last 2 years on my YouTube channel, haven't I? About how much I wanted to and what we were planning on doing. We had bought our property up there, and so I was excited to start documenting the journey. But yes, we're less than 3 months. Is it 3 months? We're right at 3 months right now, middle of June. So yes, Fishes and Loaves. So stay tuned, because we're moving. We're coming up this Saturday to do some stuff for 2 weeks, and then we're going to be back here tying up some loose ends down here. I got a couple more months of work to do down here, and then I'm going to be putting my resignation in. So, all right. Good night, Heather. Thanks for popping in. So, guys, I'm going to end it here tonight. That was a fantastic chat. You guys always make it fun. Can't wait to see you guys up there. So you guys have a great week. If I can live stream on Sunday, just a quick update, I will, but we're going to be probably sloshing around in the mud and the muck late Sunday night. So there won't be a live stream next week. I'll just tell you that now. I guarantee it. I'll try and drop a couple of videos, get those in the can that'll drop, and schedule them for while we're out, but we'll record all of it and record all the fun. And then when we come back, we'll give everybody a fun update. So You guys have a great week. Thank you, everybody, for helping the channel grow. And likewise, I keep watching you guys and help you guys grow. And we'll just keep this fun homestead community going, off-grid stuff. So you guys have a great week and have a good night. Thank you, everybody, for popping in.